Hello, beautiful people. It's Boujee Oracle Goddess, and I'm here for the April Aries birthdays for the dates of April the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and April the 5th. I'm a little bit behind, had some things, was busy going on, and so yeah, I'm just a little bit behind, but hey, I am here, and we will get to it. Allow the energy sources and high vibrational beings, and I guess you want to say guides, to come through and deliver the messages for those with your birthdays during that time frame. Take what resonates and we shall move forward. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Okay, so happy birthday to Aries, born on April the 1st. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hope everybody who was born on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th had a beautiful birthday. Oh, they don't want me to put these back in. All right, let's get to it. The first card out the gate is choose to leave the dark way for the way of the light. I think that's pretty explanatory. Choose to leave the dark way for the way of the light. So, well, maybe I should just, okay, they're right. They want me to get into it. So sometimes we can't always feel like 100% that our vibration is as high as we want it to be. Things come up, situations happen, things are said, done, and or felt. So because of that, we just kind of have to be in check as much as possible when you feel it going on. I normally get out my sage and burn it, and I kind of sit with some things and to understand why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. And some things are really valid for me as a human. But I do know that higher consciousness is like, okay, how can you move through that? And some things can be tough. I do understand that. I know that you guys understand it. But when you can, find a way to move past those types of things so that you can move forward. And the dark way has to do with, low vibrational thoughts, habits, etc. It's a process. We get it and they get it. So just do what you can to observe and move forward. Okay? And for today, they have picked out the candle Breathe and Healing. Breathe and Healing. And of course, Anpu Anubis has joined us today. Very interesting, but he's here. All right, next card. Resist the temptation of pleasure and the desire to hurt. That means doing something intentional, like fuck you. Okay, it's okay to fuck you, but then you just keep going in just to do something, right? Have I ever done that? I have. I've done things intentional. I have. But I try now not to do those kinds of things. Our emotions and feelings can have us all caught up. So it's a good thing to try and get a hold of that as much as possible to move through, especially when you not only raising vibration for yourself, but you're raising vibration for others. Okay, so yeah, I've somebody has done something to me or said something about me. Yeah, I've intentionally wanted to hurt them. That's kind of been years ago, but I think more in the recent years it would be something more like, ignoring and or just removing energy, which I'm entitled to do, and you are entitled to do. However, the intentional hurt part, like to cause harm, right? I don't know. Maybe you want to make somebody cry. Maybe you make want to feel bad. That's intentional. And is that harm? So the key to that is they may not receive it, in which you decide to dispel it. Just saying. So what you got to be mindful of is just, resist wanting to be a mean boy, a mean girl. Okay. If you have those moments, just move through them, move around them, move under them, move over them. Okay. You are a free person, free will, free thought, etc. So you don't want to hem up any energy inside of you that actually, even if it is yours, you don't want to have it there too long. Okay. And also, even if it's not yours, you definitely don't want to have that there. Like, don't be taking on other people's shit, other people's garbage, etc. Just find out why it is that is happening and try to move past that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put that one right there. Those are cousins. All right, let's get to the next card. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. It's beautiful here where I am. And I just like, let me get caught up for my folks to start hitting me up. Like, where's my birthday reading? You missed it. Okay, thank you, team. All right, here we go. Let go of clinging. View your situation as a witness. Your inner strength grows. Okay, let's break this down. Let go of clinging. Okay, don't be so clingy. That's usually coming from a space of lack or, yeah, pretty much like something is leaving or you want to make sure it doesn't, etc. Or you want to hold on to it. Maybe it's going somewhere. Turn it around to something like, the situation is free for itself and whatever is supposed to take place will. If you can do that, that would be great. I know that's the hard thing to do, especially when it's concerning people and situations. Then the other one, view your situation as a witness. Like, look at it as you're stepping back and looking at it. Because if you can be that, per se, third party or second party, looking at it from a different space, as you looking at it as you're participating in it, you're more likely to see other pieces that like, oh, okay, that doesn't belong there. This doesn't belong here. And you can move through it better. And then your inner strength grows. So once you are not as clingy, codependent, etc., and once you can view it as, okay, let me take a look at this as if X, Y, and Z, right? You'll be able to move through it a little better. All right? Perfecto. All right, let's go with our last card. Thank you, Conscious Collective team, for coming through. Oh, this one was jumping right out, so let's just go with this one. Here we go. Action. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. I know for sure that this is meant for a specific group of people that are around me, and I also know that is also for you, Aries, born on April the 1st, because this birthday reading currently, right here that I am on, is for April the 1st. So, April 1st is not the April Fools. I know you thought it is. Psych. It's on you. So, stop hesitating. Movement creates magic. Once you start doing things magically, things start to happening, momentum, etc. And you get to feel, oh, something is happening here. Whoa, okay, we're going upstream now. Or if you're looking at it from a different perspective, we're going downstream. Okay, it just depends on how you look at it, right? Bask in the magic of action. Bask in the magic of action. All right, we're going to put that there and put those to the side. So we're going to try to take a look over here at those of you born on April the 1st. And let what say you. All right, here we go. Those of you born on April the 1st, the color that could possibly resonate with you is fiery red. You're enterprising. You have that quality about you, a visionary and a leader. If you were born this day, you have come into this world. Let's see if I can get it closer so you can see. Okay, there we go. If you have come into this world a leader, you are active and lively and want to stand out and express your unique point of view. It is important for you to develop independence and try new things. You are innovative and enterprising, and you have the ability to manifest your will if you stay centered. So try and stay centered if you possibly can. And if you resonate with those qualities, that is a beautiful thing. If fiery red is a color for you, that's even better. Now, the second part, how this color benefits you. All right, let's get into it. How this color benefits you. There we go. How this color benefits you. Your personal color helps you to combine your visionary abilities and with a strong sense of purpose. Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with fiery red helps you stay courageous and enthusiastic as you move toward, different quests in your life, conquering things. Now, if it so resonates, compatible birthdays for different areas of your life would be May the 20th, June the 16th, and October the 25th. All right, there you have it. Those born on April the 1st, fiery red is a color that you may resonate with. And those are some things that you can bring into fruition by using those things to meditate with, using that color to meditate with, rather, and surrounding yourself with that color. All right? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get into what would be an ideal per that, I guess, your team, etc. What would be an ideal, I guess, floral or flower that you may resonate with? Let's get into it and let's see. Okay. All right, teams, what have you for the birthdays of April the 1st? What have you as something that they may resonate with? There you go. Thank you. The pansy. The meaning of the pansy: you occupy my thoughts. You occupy my thoughts. You have, I guess, people with different situations that may occupy your mind that you've been thinking about here lately, and that is probably coming up, where that energy, if not present now, it will actually possibly seep into your space and you begin to think about a person often. Why is that person there? What would you like to get from that? Someone who occupies your thoughts. Is it a beautiful thing? Is it a challenging thing? Is it something that you need to kind of release, etc.? You be the judge of that. Okay? So those of you born on April 1st, that is your birthday reading. Happy motherfucking birthday. I hope it was good for you. And we will go on to the next birthday reading. That is April the 2nd. And I hope you had a birthday as well. Okay? Take it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to be doing Aries, born April the 2nd, 2023 reading for possible energetic resignation. Now, well, yeah, we could be resigning from something, baby. But this is going to be for you guys born on April the 2nd. So this is energy coming in for you from your conscious collective teams, etc. Let's get into it. All right. The first card out the deck is: in birth, decay, death, sorrow, and turmoil, be the seer of the ultimate reality. With faith and serenity, be the one who sees past the things that other people can't see, whether it be inside of you or inside of a situation. And even when shit is going on, what good can you see? What can you see that others cannot see, right? The ultimate result, the amazement that could come from something, including if it's something that feels a little heavy, etc. You have the ability to change the outcomes of things as long as your energy matches it, okay? With death, now, you may not be able to change someone else's. It's their free will, it's their journey. But as far as you are concerned, you actually do have absolute control over many and almost everything that is going on in your life, okay? Including birth of things. Birth of things could be something that is also accompanied by decaying of things or death of something. So just keep in mind that is also a possibility for you, okay? That you have the control over those things. All right, let's go and get into it. For the next card, I hope those of you that are born on April the 2nd had a good birthday. And some of these things will be resonating with you currently and or coming up within the next few months, etc. So keep those things in mind. And this is just energy that may you find some type of, what are we using? Matching with, all right? Thank you. The next card. Guard your mind with diligence. Nurture the positive and remove the negative. Your mind will find peace. So it's about finding balance. Some of you have some chaotic things going on in your life due to something that you can control and due to some things that you cannot control. The key is finding balance with those that you can and those that you cannot. And sometimes just doing absolutely nothing and just merely allowing. Have you ever just allowed? Some people, including some Aries, they always are action people, and they have a hard time just letting something sit. They can't look and a lot of you are neat freaks. So with that being said, You want to be able to try and practice on letting, okay, whatever's going to be, we just going to, we just got to go with the flow, okay? Thank you, team. All right. What say you, collective? The dreamer. All right. Your dreams have chosen you. Think about that. Your dreams have chosen you. That is with assistance of your higher self and conscious collective teams and you before you came into this lifetime. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. Find a way to enjoy the path that you're on. No matter how rocky, no matter if there's little pebbles in the way or if it's a boulder, find some way to find something good that you like about the journey. It will help smooth the path. This is the magic of life. Pursuing your destiny. You come to this big school of life over here, right? And you gotta try to figure out, okay, so what this ain't working, so what we gonna do now? Well, the key is just because you think that it's not working does not mean that it's not working, because you actually designed and set it up that way. So when you design and set something up, it's going exactly the way you planned. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what exactly a consciousness and or you and your higher self pick for the flower. There it is for you. The buttercup. Isn't she beautiful? The buttercup. And the buttercup pretty much has the meaning or resignation of you are radiant with charm. You are radiant with charm. You're a charmer. Capricorn. I'm sorry. Aries. When I think about Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn. Aries, born on the 2nd. How does it feel knowing that sometimes when you walk into a room, you light up, right? How does it feel knowing that people say you say the right things at the right time? It's not really as if you're trying to charm them. You just are very charming, you know? Okay, so those of you that resonate with the buttercup, maybe you want to get you something to put around the house. Maybe it'll make you feel good. Maybe it'll make you be in a space of, I want to say, peace. All right? All right, so let's get into it. Those of you that were born on April the 2nd, the color that you may possibly resonate with would be Rapture Rose. You probably have the characteristics of someone who is sensual, resourceful, and can be a bit dramatic. Aries can have that. They listen, to prove their point, they can get dramatic on your ass, and you be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, everybody else is like, what the fuck, okay? So let's look at it. If you were born on this day, a combination of strength and sensitivity is associated with this birth. People born on this day want to live life on the edge. You are charismatic and resourceful. Although you are mate oriented, some of you have had more than 1, 2, and 3 husbands, or 1, 2, and 3 wives. It is important for you to develop a strong sense of self, and you may find yourself in challenging situations that force you to take action and become independent. That could be a divorce. It could be you're not on the same page as your partner is now or was, you never was. It could be any other combination of those, and now you're like, damn, I got to go this alone because right now it's not going where it should be. Or maybe you're already in that space now that I'm here. Now what do I do? Well, there's a sense of independence, right? Okay. Now, the reason why some of you, Aries, have been married more than once, 2, 3, and 4 times is because you actually do believe in love. Not only do you believe in love, you make good partners. You feel that you are partner material, and most of you are, but some of you have set up the challenge to as a mask as if you are not. So then you have the more challenging situations and relationships. All right. Now, if so, you resonate with particular birthdays of May the 6th, June the 11th, and December the 2nd, you may find those birth dates being of those that would be good for partnerships, businesses, etc., etc., etc. All right. For those of you born on April the 2nd, I want to say to you, have a beautiful birthday. I hope you did. And the rest of this month, maybe you're celebrating all month. Some Aries do, some of them don't. But I hope you did something fun. Or if you hadn't had the opportunity, when finances permit, or when you make the feeling of financing permitting, I hope you have a beautiful birthday, or you had a beautiful birthday. Take care. Ashe. Okay, now we're back. We're going to go with the birthday Aries, born on April the 3rd. Those of you born on April the 3rd, I want to say, hope you had a beautiful birthday, and let's get into some information that may be resonating with you as far as information from your guides, higher self, in inner child, and also your guides. Okay, so let's get into it and see what messages. What say you for those born on April the 3rd? Let's get into it. Thank you very much. All right. First card out the deck is Mercy. Mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. Okay? Balancing giving and receiving. Aries are big givers. They are. But they do have a tendency to overdo it as far as giving is concerned. And that's not a bad thing, but you got to sometimes know when to fold them. And some things you got to know, if you give, do not have the expectation of having something returned, because it's not always going to be the case, you know. So if you're in a space of where you enjoy receiving, okay, you have the balance of giving and receiving. If you're not used to that, because maybe this part of your life, or up until now, you've set it up prior to coming in this lifetime, not to be one to receive and make it challenging for you, or not to have people that would give so that you could feel like so you could see what that feels like to be in that space. This is when you have to look and dig deep and decide and tell yourself, okay, is this what I really want to do? Or is this the kind of partnership? You have the ability to change what's going on in your life at any given moment. All it requires is free will and deciding to make a different decision about where you are and where you want to go. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Next card. Thank you very much. The next card for you, Aries, born on April the 3rd. Why do you want to? Why do you want? Okay, the next card for. I apologize. Now, the next card out the gate is why do what you will regret. Why do what you will regret and bring sorrow upon yourself. Do only what you do not regret and fill yourself with grace. So that's more or less kind of one of those situations where, okay, you're about to do some dumb shit and you're going to be pissed about it. So why do it? Okay, instead of doing that, channel that inner self in that higher vibration that is not going to be doing some dumb shit. You're about to fuck your life off, or you're about to fuck up somebody else's shit. And don't think that maybe you didn't make a plan down the line for something close to that to happen to you. If you can change the direction in which you're going, and you make a decision instead of making something that you will regret and feeling bad about it, now you're building some karma. Why not instead set it up for something like, when something comes up that I feel like I'm going to do something I'm going to regret, I take a different decision. I make a different path. That would be easier. All right, so those of you Aries born on the 3rd, if you're about to do something stupid, I want you to think about that. This is now where you can repath and do something different. Change the direction so that you have a different outcome, okay? Some people believe that they're stuck in situations. They feel like they don't have any money. They can't do something else. Maybe they could be in an abusive situation and don't know how to get out. There are places and resources. When you decide that there is a dead end, then there comes a dead end. When you decide that there is an out, there is a way, and an out does come, okay? All right, let's get to the next card. All right, the last one is fall in love with yourself again to bring in the love of your life. That is very interesting. Based on what I was just speaking on, you cannot make this up. Fall in love with yourself again, and again. Right? Love on you. Dig deep. You're special. What do you love? Find something that you love about yourself, a characteristic, and fall in love with that, and just, put on a show for that particular characteristic, and then you will find another thing and another thing, okay? And you want to bring the love into your life by falling in love with you. Some people notice that when you stop giving yourself or your all to someone else, what happens is that then you begin to give to you. And why not? For heaven's sake, why not? Okay? And let's go ahead and get into what your color is. Your color is cherry tomato. It's kind of between an orange and a red meshed together. Those of you born on the 3rd, you may have characteristics that resonate with being aggressive sometimes, depending on what the situation is, or giving. Maybe you're a giver. Maybe you're a great communicator, or maybe the communicator that you are, you want to tweak things about it, etc. Be more communicative, etc. Okay, now, if you were born on this day, your urge to communicate is strong. You have full range of emotions that need to be expressed. Generous and courageous. You are not afraid to lend a helping hand. It is important for you to stay physically active to avoid feeling moody and disconnected from others. Being by water, especially the ocean, can be healing. So if you know that about yourself, why wouldn't you do it? Why? To reconnect, get to the water. That's a source. So you're connected to the water element. If you resonate with this as part of your birthday being the 3rd, then maybe going swimming, or maybe sitting in a nice bath, doing a spiritual bath, getting towards the ocean, putting your feet in water, Let's go to the next thing. All right, so if you're resonating with this color, the benefits of your personal color helps you to balance any restlessness that you may be feeling. Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with cherry tomato helps integrate the outgoing side of your personality with the spiritual and quiet side of you. I know quite a few Aries, and they are kind of quiet. Actually, my grandfather was one. My godson was one, and he wasn't quiet, and he was rowdy. However, on this particular day, he was a rowdy one. So it doesn't always resonate to what we call the standard of the particular zodiac sign, but it did have a lot of characteristics of Aries. I have a sister that is an Aries, and that definitely does resonate with her, even though this is not her birthday. All right. Now, for those of you that it may resonate, if you so feel connected or pulled to, you may be compatible with people born on March the 5th, June the 1st, and December the 24th, which happens to be my birthday. Okay? Now, perhaps you are, you resonate with this for somebody, maybe taking a trip, hanging out with them. Not necessarily a close friend, but you have built a friendship to a certain degree, but you have other friends or close communicating allies, etc. So if you feel like maybe someone born on this birthday that you happen to be doing a little business with, or you would like to, or maybe it's somebody that you'd love to hang out with, or a family member, etc., and they resonate with you and you resonate with them, and they're of this birthday and month, by all means, take advantage of that. Okay? All right, let's go ahead on and find out what say the collective for the perennial that they may feel that you may be closest to, and that you may yourself may have picked. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we can come to. All right, collective, what say you for those born on April the 3rd? Right here. Thank you. Mint. How beautiful. Mint also means consolation. You're one of those people who, you like to be able to console, and you like also to people, for people to be able to console, and you're confident, right? You can hold a secret. You can hold a secret with spilt water, milk, etc. I mean, I don't care what kind of fire's up under your ass. You go and take that shit to the grave with you, okay? Including your own shit, your own bones. You ain't giving nobody bones about you to carry, okay? I'll just do this alone. And you're one of those type of people, if I'm going to do some dirt, I may as well do it by myself, because motherfuckers cannot keep their mouth closed. That would be you walking upright in that. Okay, so if you so feel that, maybe you put some mint plants around the house, etc. Maybe grow them in the garden, or fill yourself with different, I guess you want to call them, what is it call it? Mint teas that have the aromatherapy. That's what it is. Thank you, team. Thank you. If you are one of those people, there are different types of mint, spearmint, and etc. And maybe get yourself some of that, and then bask in it. Okay, so if your birthday was the 3rd, I hope you had a beautiful birthday, and I hope you did something fun. I hope some of those pieces of information resonate, or throughout the next few months, you come across something and you will remember the reading and be like, this is a place. This is what they were talking about. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care. All right, let's get into it. We're about to go to those Aries born on April the 4th. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Hope you had a beautiful birthday. Hope everything is turning out the way you want it to for this beginning of the second quarter. And I also hope that you did something fun to where it could be a birthday that you could remember. A memorable birthday. You know, some of us don't do anything. Oh, shoot, I couldn't get that one. It's so hard. And some of us don't do anything for birthdays. Some of us go all the way out. Some of us just think, I just want to do the bare minimum. Okay? But whatever you did, I hope you had fun. Thank you very much. First card out the gate for you is adversity. Is adversity. See the gifts in the challenge. That's hard sometimes to see when you're going through challenge. Like, what is it I'm supposed to be learning, or what is I'm supposed to get out of it? Sometimes it's very difficult because you can't see past anything other than what the situation that is at hand right in front of you. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. You know, I've heard that before. You know, it's the storm that brings the calm, or the calm before the storm, you know, the storm before the calm. If you think about those things, if you're at a place right now where you're going through some things and you see it coming, what can you do to prevent that? Do you want to do anything to prevent that? Right? Maybe the two of you, no matter if this is a love relationship, a situationship, or if it's a working relationship, you know, or a friendship, somebody seems to be more happy than the other. You ever been around a person who every time you turn around they got shit going on in their life? Okay, that can be a lot to deal with sometimes, right? Especially if they're venting. It's one thing if you know about it and, you know, they're not really giving you details. That's different. But if every time they have something going on, if they're coming to you for something, it can be a bit much. It could be draining, and it could actually be feeling like it's low vibrational, but for them it may not feel that way. I think it just depends on how it feels. Okay, so if you're coming up on and or vibrating towards this space, now is the time to go ahead and head that off. Or down the months, you know, if you start to feel something coming up, go ahead and hit. This is that thing that Boujee was talking about. This is what I do not want to go down that path, and you change it. It feels like a challenge, but I'm going to turn this into something that could be an amazing, successful situation. Okay, we do have the power to do that. Okay, it's just depending on how we look at it. Sometimes we do just want to feel it. Okay, Aries, those of you that are born on the 4th, if you feel like you just must feel it, okay, that's fine. But how long will you sit in that? Some people just want to be mad because they want to be mad. And you listen, that's okay too. But you don't want to stay there too long. You don't want to build any karmic ties with that type of situation or with that person. Okay, let's go to the next card. All right, here we go. And you got the same one as the 3rd. That is wild. In birth, decay, death, sorrow, and turmoil. Be the seer of the ultimate reality with faith and serenity. You can't make this shit up. Y'all are two birthdays that are kind of close and similar. So once again, find the good in something that is going on, right? Don't just sit in your bullshit. Don't sit in someone else's bullshit. Don't allow them to invite you into their bullshit, okay? All right, so for example, if they got some bullshit coming on, some discombobulation, don't if they ask you your opinion, don't give it to them. I've had people before that I've, you know, spoke to about something, and they're like, I'm just venting. But the kind of way I want their opinion about something, and they may not give it to me unless I ask. And some people, they'll just give it to me without asking. So it just depends. So with that being said, do not invite yourself into that, okay? All right, next card. Here we go. Find joy in giving. Happiness is your reward. Period. Nothing else needs to be said. Find joy in giving. That is all that I have for you on that. Nothing extended, nothing more, nothing less. Just find joy in giving of yourself or something, however you want it to go. All right. Let's go with your color. Your color will be true red. True red. You're practical, industrious, and persistent. If you were born on this day, you are strong and have a robust sense of purpose, stable, practical, and you have the ability to manifest your ideas and aspirations. Resist the tendency to be stubborn. Aries are stubborn and so are Tauruses. It just depends on the situation. And try not to let material concerns give you a heavy heart. Now, just because that could be a standard commonality trait for some Aries doesn't mean it have to be for all, but I do know some that carry those traits, etc. All right. How does this color benefit you? Your personal color helps you to combine perseverance with the ability to stay lighthearted and flexible. Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with true red kindles trust and blessings in regard to finances and relationships. So put you some red. Hell, get you some roses. Figure it out. What is it that you want around you? Put something red around you. Okay, spice it up. All right. Now, if it so resonates with you, those born on March the 8th, June the 22nd, or December the 5th, you may find commonality in and resonate on different areas and or all in your life. And if that is the case, that's a beautiful thing. Well, I want to say thank you for allowing me to give you your birthday snippet reading for things that are currently happening or upcoming for you born on the 4th. If some of those things resonate with you, now you have a head start and you have a head ups, okay? So I want to wish you again happy birthday. Take care. Ashe. Okay, and we're back. Now, we're about to do the birthday for April the 5th, Aries. I want to say happy birthday. Hope your birthday was amazing. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, what's going on with those, or what will be going on, or what areas would be a focus for those born on April the 5th? Thank you very much. Thank you, team. Energy. Beautiful card. Energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. Life force is flowing. Life force is flowing. Some of you have a little guy that is a little fiery and happens to be a dragon. So if you resonate with that, then there you have it. There's nothing more that information as far as that is concerned that comes with that other than energy. Rev up your energy. Life forces is flowing. Open yourself up to receive the power from within. A lot of you have energy, thank you, that is locked within, that a lot of times that we don't want to know that we have the power to do ourselves instead of needing others to do things for us, etc. But it's really important that you know that you have the power within you. It's just like flipping a switch. You kind of feel it, but you're not sure. Have a talk with yourself at a quiet moment and say, why can I not see what others see in me, and see what comes up? Okay. All right. Be the one who is awake. Shine in radiance of spirit. Be the one who is awake. That means, people ain't pulling shit over your eyes. You got all kind of negative shit going on in the world right now. There's always something going on, too, if you want to be frank. And we can easily get caught up in things that are going on, in false narratives, also propaganda, as well as distractions. Just be mindful not to try to get caught up in that, including a multitude of things. But I won't get into any of those things that are going on because we don't need that for here. So those of you born on the 5th, the last card that I have for you would be this one. Be the shelter of the world. Be the shelter. Allow yourself to be there for others, for different things, right? A resting place for the broken and wounded. You may have people that gravitate to you that seem to have things going on. And some of you have friends or family members that seem to have shit going on every time you fucking turn around. And they sign up for that. That is something. And you may have signed up to go along with that. It's possible. But you would be able to feel yourself through that, okay? Because you will be drawn to those people all the time. And some people say, why do I always get these broke-ass motherfuckers? Why are these broke bitches? You might even be at the space where you're kind of like, why do my friends always have shit going on? And they always say, why does she always, or why do he always have it? things together and, you know, seem to be on top of it. It's because you signed up for that. And you decide to have these relationships with these people to learn lessons, to be a lesson for them, to be an inspiration for them. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, this is a true Bodhisattva path. Bodhisattva. Now, I'm not sure what that means. Look that up, all right? I'm not sure. But I will say this. Many of you Aries are pathing. We're all pathing per se. But this year seems to be a year where Aries are getting shit done, doing different things that they are decided that they want to step outside their comfort zone. And this is, if this is you, some of this has to do with you healing. So if you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing different things, it's because you kind of get sick and tired or have gotten to the point of where you're fed up with just being the average or the normal. Now you want to take some risk. If that's the case, then by all means you need to do that. Because a lot of times when you take risks, amazing shit starts to happen. And that is a fact. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see what color you resonate with. You resonate with orange.com, just period. You have the resonating personalities and or energetic energies of being a dynamic individual, charismatic. Oops. Sorry about that. Charismatic, determined. If you were born on this day, you have a lot of drive and determination. Speaking to masses suits you. You like speaking to people or being around people where you sometime are the life of the party or just a conversation piece. You have a strong calling to communicate to large audiences. You may be interested in being a comedian. You may be interested in being a public speaker. You may be interested in facilitating workshops, etc. Sharing ideas with others, having fun, and staying young at heart are some of the ways to harness magical abilities that you have. That makes perfect sense with what I just said. Now, what about this color benefits you? Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with orange.com helps ground you in your ambitions and can prevent you from scattering your energies, just being all over the place, so to speak. Now, if you resonate with such birthdays, you may be compatible with in any areas of your life, in different situations and things and people. February the 5th, August the 10th, and October the 23rd. And if you resonate with that, happy motherfucking birthday. I hope you had a beautiful birthday on April the 5th, and I hope that you did something fun. And I hope that you found it within you to kind of get up off your laurels instead of sitting in the house and being mopey about something. So some of you are having situations right now where you're being very mopey about something. So listen, you cannot sit in it for long. There you go. All right, yarrow. Yarrow smells really good. You can smell it from highways. Sometimes I can smell it when I go to and from Atlanta, Georgia. If you resonate with that, then that means pretty much that you may have the resonating with a cure for the broken heart. You know what it's like to talk to people and assist them in walking through these things. You seem to bounce back pretty quickly and quicker than some, and it's a good thing. And because of that, people come to you for advice and they want to know what you think about things. You seem to be very level-headed and you don't allow things to sit in your space very long. And some people think that's because you do not care. It's not that. It's just you just care not to carry that energy for periods of time. I want to say happy birthday to you, Aries, born on April the 5th. And Ashe, have a beautiful month. Take care.